Hello, welcome back to Dynaguy Baseball again. Today I'm going to talk about Mookie Betts for just a second. I don't think this is some sizzling hot take, but he's the second greatest position player of this generation. Mookie's a five-tool player. He does everything from really well to great. So even if he has an off year at the plate, he's a great defender, a great base runner. He might be the greatest defensive right fielder of all time. Now he's a good second baseman, and I think I saw he was playing shortstop tonight. That's crazy. Looking at these new age stats, he is already at 56.6 wins above replacement. He's 30. He's got 10 years left on his contract. He's going to play until he's 40. Even if he is a league average player starting next year, he's a two-WAR player for the rest of that deal. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. This WAR total is more than likely Hall of Famer Joe Mauer and recent Hall of Famer David Ortiz. He has already accomplished so much at a young age. He's got rings and an MVP. While eventually I would like to start getting into some of his 2014 Topps Update parallels, I have one mission in mind first. I would like to just get a PSA 10 of his flagship 2014 Topps Update rookie card. You're going to notice this more and more on my channel. I'm king of the PSA 9. So I purchased both of the PSA 9s. I'm going to hold up right now. It might be too bright. So I purchased the 9s in hopes that I would eventually be able to flip them for a little bit more money, not like some ridiculous 3x return on them, but for just a little bit more, so that eventually I could use that as a way to buy one 10 instead of having two 9s. When I started collecting again, that was kind of at the height of the boom, where everything was so much more expensive than it is now. So just a PSA 10 Mookie Betts rookie like this, not like this, I don't have it, but PSA 10 Mookie Betts was over $300, and especially at the time, I didn't have $300 that I could spend on one baseball card. Now these 9s were closer to the $80, $85 mark. I did not buy them both at once, so it's not as if I spent $170 on two 9s instead of just waiting to buy a 10. No, I bought one of them first, and that one was for around the $70 mark. I was really hoping with a good season, and I just thought this hot market would continue forever because I'd been out of the game so long, and it was just like kind of dumb, honestly. Yeah, I thought it would go up to somewhere in the $90 range pretty quickly.
Didn't happen.
And then I picked up this other 9 a couple months ago for a much lower cost than $70 or $75. But now the prices of these 9s is somewhere in the $55 range. My average cost is a little bit higher than that. Not terribly, but if I were to sell these for $55 each, I would be out 10, 15 bucks. So that is not what I was trying to do, and I'd rather just keep them. So that is a rough 35% drop since I came up with this masterful plan that's working so well. PSA 10s have dropped nearly 50%, down to about $150. So in hindsight, I have spent not quite that much, but almost that much on two 9s. If I had that money now, I could have just bought a 10. But I can't make a video out of that. So at $150 now, I could just try to buy it. $150 is more than I've ever spent on a single card, but I'm not going to. I'm getting married next year, so we're gonna try something different. Because I'm doing so well already, I thought, let's gamble on this. So around the same time, it was about in between the time I got the first 9 and the second 9, I decided to buy a raw version, just in hopes that this would someday be my 10. I thought by now I would be sending orders to PSA every week, but I've never sent one to PSA. I've always sent to SGC because I think they look better and they always have better deals. The plan, I paid just about $30 for that Mookie Betts raw. And if we get to another $15 bulk grading service deal from PSA, but I have a good stack of cards that need to be sent off for grading, so I can ultimately start paying off some of these debts that I've run up. I have a lot of Joey Votto rookie cards, so let me know if you need any Joey Votto rookie cards. So this feels like a pretty reasonable gamble. I really think the corners are sharp on this. I think the centering is 55-45. If this card, I do not think an 8 is possible. If this got an 8, I would cry. But if it gets a 9 at my $30 price point, if I pay $15, so that would bring my total cost into that card to about $50. So if it comes back a 9, a PSA 9, like I said before, is about $55. So that is a break-even point, and then I just have 3 PSA 9 Mookie Betts rookies. Not ideal, but that would not be the end of the world, and it's a reasonable gamble. Now, I think it looks great. So a PSA 10 would be buying me a lot of value, almost $100 in excess value. I can keep one of the 9s, and then I can finally just get rid of one of the 9s for $55, and then after fees and everything, $45, take a little bit of loss on it, but then have $45 spending dollars on a different project. I'm going to throw up a picture of both 9s next to this raw card. It's going to be kind of hard to tell because obviously there could be scratches on the cases, on the card saver that I have the raw card in, but what do you think? You can draw your own conclusion on whether you think this looks too much like the 9s, if I'm stupid for doing this, but I think this would be a fun experiment to figure out if I have figured out how to grade cards with PSA, or if I haven't, because I feel like I've figured out SGC pretty well. I'm getting expected or above expected grades on the couple orders I've sent in, so it'll be a fun experience. And I mean, it is realistic that in this scenario I do end up with a 10. I can move on with my life. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if I'm stupid, which is okay, or let me know if I'm a genius for playing these kind of games. And seriously, if you need a Joey Votto rookie card, I got you. Hit me up.